Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 17 of building Itter Castle in Lego. Sorry if my voice sounds kind of funny, I'm a little sick right now. But so far, there is quite a bit done in the MOC if you haven't been following. We got basically everything complete now except for the main castle. Last segment I worked on getting in the courtyard there and the final little bit areas of terrain that weren't done yet, so basically right here and put some trees in back there. But other than that, the terrain is now basically all done. All that really needs to be finished right now is just the castle, so that's what I'm going to be working on this segment. Quick side note, this week I built a Cromwell, so you could look to see that video next week, Wednesday. Another custom build. That'll be part of that series I'm doing. That'll be the third episode of custom builds that I'm doing, so Cromwell, something to look forward to. And so basically for this segment I'm going to try to get the walls around the courtyard. Other than that, I'm not sure how much more I'll get done, because I'm posting this video on Christmas, so Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas yet now, but I guess by the time I get this out, I usually get videos out on Sunday, and this year Sunday is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, guys. Okay, so I think I have a good idea of what the walls will look like, at least this side of the wall, because you'll see a lot of the pictures at this angle, so I think I have a decent idea of what this looks like, so I'll probably just copy this side and hopefully both sides look the same. So just go off pictures and basically go from there, build it up. I don't think it's just like a wall up. I think it has a back so guys can walk on the back of it, but I'm not completely sure. I'll probably make it so guys can walk up on it, like have the whatever it's called, little walkway on the back of the walls so guys can patrol and stuff, look out. So with that, I guess I'll go ahead, get working. I'm not sure if we'll get much more in this segment, just partly because I'm not feeling the best and Christmas is coming up, so I'll just go ahead and get working. The progress as you saw in that last time lapse. I started off on the front wall, since that was the one I have pictures on to look off of. So I think I got this wall decently accurate. So it is, at the moment it's not fixed in there, it's removable, so here it is. And it fits in there pretty nicely. It doesn't fall over that easy. So as far as like, I wasn't at first anticipating these. A little stick off foundational supports, but if you look closer, they do stick off partly over the original marked area, but it's still in that dark tan area, so I can just extend the dark tan around that just so it doesn't look like it's floating over like that. I'll extend the dark tan out a little bit and kind of make it flow a little bit more. I'm not sure how I'm gonna stick it in. I'll probably end up either doing it with these pieces, with these tiles with the stud, and then having flat tiles along it, and so it kind of can just stick in there, easily be taken off. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Otherwise, if I don't do that, I'll do something like this with like the main entrance, which just kind of has some studs around it. It already has studs on the back, so I could just put some in the front, and that basically braces it pretty well. It's not quite as strong, especially since it's so thin. For the main entrance, it's okay because that's pretty thick and bulky, so that won't really budge that much. Doesn't need that much to keep it down, but since this is thin, I might do the different technique with the tile with the little stud in the middle. I feel like that will keep it down a little bit more, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. A start to the wall, and just seeing the scale of this wall so far, it's gonna put the main building, you can't even see it, like way up here. Like the top of the main building's probably gonna be about this tall with the scale I'm using, so it's gonna be a pretty big castle. I guess I could have shrunk it down, but just so far I think I'm just gonna stick with it. It's pretty big for a minifigure, but I think it gets a little closer to the actual castle. It won't look terrible, I don't think. But as far as putting a spot for the guy to stand on, it's kind of just a wall right now. I can't completely tell from pictures if someone could actually stand up there, like have a guy on like the terrace, have him up there like that. I'm not sure if they had that, but for now I'll keep it like this. And if I want to add a spot for guys to stand, then I will. Something that kind of makes me think that they didn't have a spot for guys to stand on there is if you look at the pictures, there's two different levels. So I don't think they'd have, well, maybe they had stairs, but such a small area, I feel like they wouldn't have it. But for now, that's done. I'm going to go ahead and build the one that's going to go right in that spot here. Do that. Since there's not as, I can't find like any pictures on the back view, I think I'll try to include some of these structural braces on it, and overall I think I'm going to keep it the smaller length just because I don't know how tall the very back is. I have a good idea of, like, for the front there's this small area, but this does lead up to the building, which is taller, like about this tall maybe. So, and as far as continue building, like after the next episodes, I'm thinking about starting up by building here and then going to the main building, and then since those are this front area and the main building are the things that I have the most pictures to go off of, I'll start with those, try to get as accurate as I can with those, and then as far as the very back building, there's not very many pictures on it, so I might make something up to kind of mirror the front. There's a few pictures on it, but as far as this very back area and the far back building, I'm not completely sure, so I'll save that for last. But as far as now, I'll continue working and go ahead and keep working on that last wall, so keep working. To show you guys the last bit of progress. As you see now, we're in the back of the mock. Sorry about that time lapse. My phone ran out of storage halfway through, so you probably missed. I didn't realize it till a little bit later, so missed like a little bit of the time lapse. So sorry about that. But as far as it goes, the second wall is now done like the other one. It fits right in there, so there it is. So now it's kind of starting to actually look like a castle. So this one's a little different how it fits in there. So just like that. And again, like this one, I'm gonna have to extend this a little, so it evens out a little bit more, allows that little foundational bit to not look like it's floating. But other than that, I use the same foundational posts. I don't know if this is what it actually looks like. Again, I couldn't find any pictures on the back area, but I think it fits in, so that's good. Doesn't look like it's totally out of place, but I don't know. As far as this back area, there's no really good pictures on it, so I'll just go off of, try to mirror the other side, make it at least look like it fits into the Itter Castle. So, but as far as that, it's looking good. Got a good start, nice looking courtyard started off. As far as this area, I don't know if maybe I will eventually add the little spots for the guys to be up here. It does look kind of plain just having completely smooth walls, but I guess we'll see. Probably should save my pieces for this main castle. Again, it's going to be super tall with the scale I have so far, but so far it's looking pretty good. We've got a good start to the castle, although this is the small start. It's going to get quite big, but just looking at it, it's really starting to look good, just like this. And sorry that there's not too much done. It is of course Christmas, so I'm getting busy, plus I'm a little sick, so sorry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it out. If you guys like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Shout outs always help, it really helps the channel. And Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next